So at this point, can we say that like Ymir is one of the saddest anime characters, one of the saddest stories we've like ever seen? Can we say that? I'm gonna start saying that. What is up, guys? It's me, Kiwis, and we are back again with another video, with another episode of Attack on Titan. And okay, so big things happened. I don't need to tell you guys that. You watched the episode, but I guess the big thing here has been we literally got to see the crimes of Eldia and what they did to deserve their treatment in Mali, and why subjects of Ymir are terrible, hated fucking people. We've seen it, what the Titans have done. We saw Ymir become the first ever Titan and how they replicated that for the future, and what a terrible person King Fritz was. So I truly believe Ymir may be one of the most pitiable anime characters stories that I've seen in a long time, because that was the whole part, was seeing her backstory. She's a slave, you know, she's working for the king, she fucks up, or what, I'm not too sure. So King Fritz says a pig got out. I believe it was a pig. A pig got out. What happened? Who's responsible? Someone tell me now. If none of you say anything, I'm gonna take one eye from every single one of you, because you guys don't need two eyes, you need one. So fess up now. And then Ymir is blamed. Now, did Ymir actually do it? Was it actually her mistake? Or did all the other slaves turn around and just like, oh, we can just blame it on this little girl? Not too sure on that. Don't know if it was clarified. Don't know if I wasn't paying attention. But if so, someone can you just let me know. So Ymir is blamed. And then she is hunted through the woods. The king's men are like, cool, we're just going to chuck spears at this bitch till she dies. And just when Ymir is about to die, she becomes the first ever Titan. She transforms, and then the king uses the powers of the Titan to do great things. And then, you know, he has a reward lined up for Ymir, and so Ymir then has three children. She has three fucking children, and you know, they are named after the walls. Well, I guess the walls are named after them. Maria, Rose, and Cena. And they're living a great life, wherever the fuck. Then someone tries to assassinate King Fritz by throwing a spear at him. And then Ymir stands in the way, saves King Fritz's life, and is down on the ground. And you could see for a second, well, I thought for a second, maybe King Fritz felt terrible about, oh no, I want to say wife, whatever she was to him, my Titan is dead or dying, perhaps. And for a second I think to myself, well, he's probably only upset because he now feels like his military might will be threatened with her dying. And I actually also I personally think, my theory here is that Ymir genuinely wanted to save King Fritz from being a slave to him, and, you know, forced to do all this work for him and bear kids for him. You know, she developed Stockholm syndrome. She truly started to perhaps love him, who knows? And she did in this one moment want to save her king, because why else would she jump in the way? When you think about it, like, this was her chance to be free. But I think maybe she one last, I love this man, maybe, which is, I don't like saying that out loud. But then she takes a spear, and I truly believe she probably actually had the will to live at this moment. I think once King Fritz turned around to her and said, get up, get up, slave, this spear is not enough to kill you, I think she actually made the decision to die. I think you can sort of see, like, her eyes are still open for a while, but I think as she hears that is when her eyes start to close, and I think in that moment she truly just gave up. Anyway, King Fritz does the logical thing you do in that situation, and he orders his three daughters to eat their mother's dead body, every last bit of it. Dinner's ready, kids. Yep. He wanted to preserve the power of the Titan so bad that he was like, well, I'm sure if the kids eat the body, some of them will probably inherit something somehow. I don't know how his logic works. I mean, he was right. At the end of the day, we know he's right. You know, we know that's how Titan powers are transferred from one to the other. But oh boy, was that a shot in the dark. And so with that, the power of the Titan was learned how to transfer from generation to generation. Like he said, Maria, Rose, and Cena, you eat your mother's body, and when you guys die, you're gonna get your kids to your bodies, and then this is how This is how the circle of life works, in case you guys don't know. And I think what was truly sad is that Ymir was continuing to work. So what I think what she was building, I think she was building in the sand the different types of Titan. So the attack Titan, the colossal Titan, where she was building those Titans, and she also, I believe, built the walls. I was a bit lost I was just too busy sad focusing on Ymir's story, but I believe all the colossal towers she's building was also her building the walls as well, Maria, Rose, and Cena, which is probably why they're named after her 3 children. And she continued to work for 2,000 years. Speaking of 2,000 years, I'd like to point out that this episode was called From You 2,000 Years Ago. And the more astute among us, I know people have also brought this up, but I actually recognize this myself, so I was very proud of myself. The first ever episode of Attack on Titan was called To You 2,000 Years in the Future. So I really like the little thing they did there, kind of genius work. Like it really builds in the potential that this was all planned out from the start. And if it was, I don't want it to be, because I just don't think my mind can comprehend that kind of foresight in creating a story, but it's really looking that way. And then we return to Eren and Zeke, and we see that so Eren is still tied up, and Zeke, Zeke still is in control. And I think this also goes back into why the power of the founding Titan can only be used by someone with royal blood, is because at the end of the day, Ymir is a slave to King Fritz. That's all she ever was at the end of the day. She was a slave to the king. She will always be a slave to the royal blood, which is why, regardless of who has that power, it's only that royal blood that she'll respond to. It's only like the memory of King Fritz is still haunting her. I don't know if this was ever explained at some point, but I figured this out myself, so I'm feeling pretty proud of myself right now. So we return to Eren and Zeke needs him, because Zeke is obviously scared shitless right now, because he's just come back from literally speaking to his deceased father, who is telling him, be scared of this other child that I have, because he's really fucking scary. So Zeke is scared shitless right now. Comes back, realizes Eren is chained up, he still has control, and he commands Ymir to complete the euthanization plan. Then Eren just breaks his, I don't know, his thumbs off, his wrist, I don't know, he broke whatever the fuck into together those chains. He goes, grabs Ymir, and he does what he has been so good at doing throughout this entire series. I don't know what it is with Eren and just freeing people, why freedom is so important to this guy, like motherfucking Braveheart, but he somehow manages to free Ymir from her 2,000 years of servitude. And we, it was symbolized by her eyes finally being visible, and she's finally become a person. And he was able to finally free Ymir, and he is the rumbling. The rumbling is here. The opening has said it for a number of weeks now. We've been saying waiting, and here it is, the rumbling, rumbling, that sits here now. But then it seems Eren went a bit off topic with the rumbling, or just a bit off course, because he's decided, well, we don't just need the Titans from one wall. I'm gonna release the Titans from every single wall, and then everyone that's not on this fucking island is gonna die. So I don't know, Eren. I feel like it's a bit extreme. I thought, we just want to take care of Marley, and they're the ones really threatening you, but I guess Eren has other plans, and he's just like, yo, like, fuck that. So yeah, I guess, what Eren reminds me of? That fucking meme that's like, I don't want peace, I want problems always. I kind of feel like that's Eren, just perpetually. He just wants problems always. But maybe he's right. Maybe this is what's necessary to save Paradis. Maybe this is, but maybe it's not. I don't know. The next few episodes are going to be hard to watch, but we're coming towards the end. I'm getting kind of scared, but I'm enjoying it. It's been a great ride so far. It's going to be crazy that Attack on Titan will soon be completely over, both manga and anime, and it's just a finished story. It's kind of scary to think about, but also kind of exciting to see how we get there. So yeah, that's gonna be all from me on this one. I don't know what we're gonna get next week. I don't know what we're getting for the next few weeks, but who knows? Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.